The doctor's sent me along to come and see you. We need to think about what we're going to do about your leg, and he wants you to go into hospital.
Oh no, I'm not going in there. Not again.
Not again.
No.
Why do you say that?
Well, last time when I went in, I got burgled whilst I was in there, and it'll only happen again if people know that I'm not here. I'm here all the time normally. I'm not going in. No, I'm not going into hospital.
How do you think we're going to heal your leg if you stay at home? Do you think that being at home we can heal this leg up and make you feel better?
But what about my cats? What about Buttons and Sooty? I can't leave them on their own.
They'll be all right. What about your daughter? Your daughter could come and look after your cats, couldn't she?
I don't know. She thinks I'm going to lose this leg, and I bet that'll be what happens if I go into hospital.
Is that what she told you?
She doesn't think she thinks I'll lose my leg. But that'd be what they're planning if I go into hospital, isn't it?
No. I promise, you're not going to lose your leg. Your leg needs proper treatment. It needs to be bandaged, and we need somebody to observe you all the time. That's why we can't do it while you're at home, because I can't come in and look and be here all the time and look at you and make sure your bandages are all right.
But last time I went into hospital for this, and when I came home it just got worse. It'll only get worse again, so what's the point in going in the first place?
Oh, Amy. Last time you was in hospital, your house did get burgled, but there's no guarantee that that'll happen again. That was just something that happened then. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen again this time.
But I can't leave my house. I like it here. I like my house.
I know you do. Your neighbours could keep an eye on your house. We could tell the neighbours that you're going into hospital, and they could look after your house.
But what if they don't let me come home again?
They will let you come home.
Oh, but there's so many people going into hospital who end up going into those nursing homes. I don't want to go there. They wouldn't let me take my cats there.
You're not going to go to a nursing home. The doctor and I feel that if you went into hospital, maybe only for a matter of maybe 2 weeks, to have this treatment on your leg, then you could come home and your cats would still be here.
Well, what would they do to my leg?
It's some special bandages that need to be put on every day, but we need to keep you on bed rest and keep you comfortable and in your house here, Amy. It's not appropriate.
But why?
Because you haven't got a nurse looking at you all the time, making sure everything's all right. You need doctors and nurses with you to make sure that this treatment's going along fine. I can only come once a day, and I don't feel that that's enough to heal this leg up.
But what about my house? I'm really worried about leaving this house.
We could ask your daughter to come and check your house every day. She could come in and check it, make sure it's all right.
And my cats?
We could get somebody to look after your cats. Your neighbour could look after your cats, or perhaps the RSPCA might take your cats for a couple of weeks. They'd be well looked after.
But they'd miss me.
They would miss you, but you'd be coming back.
But nobody looks after them like I do.
Oh, Amy. You could take a photograph of your cats, take it into the hospital, and then you can see them every day. And your daughter, you could ring your daughter from the hospital every day. She could go down to either the RSPCA, make sure that they're being looked after. I think you need to put yourself first before your house and your cats. We need to heal this leg up.
Do you think it will get better if I go in?
I think it will. I'm sure it will.
It's a bit big.
What's a bit big?
The ulcer.
I know, and I think that's because you've not had the proper treatment here.
And those bandages would work, would they?
They would.
And my house would be okay if I went in?
Your house would be looked after by your daughter and by your neighbours. So, yeah, I think you could go into hospital for 2 weeks and be rest assured that your house was being looked after.
And it'd just be 2 weeks?
Probably 2 weeks.
Probably.
We'd have to see what the doctor said once you went and got. I think you should give it a try, and perhaps if you don't feel it's working, you can always come home. Nobody can force you to stay in hospital any longer. Why don't we just give it a try?
And I wouldn't lose my leg.
No.
It'd just be having these bandages
That's
put on
right.
it. And what would I be able to do with these bandages on?
You'll be able to do everything that you do now, but you just have people making sure that you're safe and that you're comfortable.
But I definitely won't lose my leg.
No.
Because my daughter keeps saying that if I don't get it better, I'll lose my leg.
I think she's been saying that, Amy, because she feels that you ought to go into hospital, and that's probably just her way of trying to get you to accept this treatment.
But I need to go into hospital till I have the ulcer
To have the bandages on.
and not to take my leg off.
That's right.
Oh. And it just be for a short time.
Just for a short time.
And as long as my cats are well looked after.
We'll make sure that your cats are looked after.
And it'll only be for a little time. Okay. But if I don't like it, I'm coming straight
That's
home.
right.
And you'll have to come and bandage them every day.
Okay then. Yeah. Shall we do that then? Shall I arrange for you to go, and we'll sort your house out and your cats, and if you're not happy while you're there, you can come home.
Doesn't mean I go today though, does it?
No, we'll arrange it perhaps for next week. We'll give you some time to get everything sorted out. Is that all
Okay.
right?
Okay then.
Okay.
I will do.
All right then.